Welcome to the Neckbeards Grimm. I've got another story ready for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy. This actually took quite a bit of effort. A lot more writing than the other ones. I think it fits pretty well. I've probably rewrote it like 4 times. It took me a while to get it just right. Without further ado, I present to you the Pied Piper. There once was a man named Mayor. He attained a lot of influence in one village by lying. Being able to use this to his advantage, he was able to get solicitors, as much as he could manage. Despite his ill-begotten wealth and influence, he wasn't satisfied with just this and his health. There happened to be a young attractive maiden. He was determined to have her for his own. So he said to himself,
I have to have her. She is the fairest milady in the land.
He did everything he could to impress her, and he tried to win her over.
Look at me. I'm important. I am the smartest man alive.
But no matter what he did, she always kept her distance, making sure he knew it was only in friendliness and no more.
But I'm a nice guy. I know how to treat a lady.
And one day, while spying on her, he overheard her plea.
If only I heard beautiful music, my heart would be so overwhelmed with ecstasy.
As soon as he heard this, he immediately hatched a plan to win her over.
I will win her over by convincing everyone that I am the greatest musician in all the land.
Unfortunately for him, he had no talent for music whatsoever. Regardless, he continued to brag throughout the village that he was the greatest musician. He was delighted to learn that she sought him out. The village, with great pride, spread his praise all about. One day a traveler from the village returned with news of contest. The winner would obtain great wealth. The village demanded that he play to prove that he is not lame. Not only that, but the neighboring villages wanted to challenge his claim. Mayor, seeing that he was going to be ratted out by his own lies, frantically practiced alone, hoping to win his prize. For he said to himself,
It can't be hard. It looks easy.
But no matter how much he tried, he only produced the most horrid sound one ever heard. So much so that even the flies could not finish their turd. Desperately searching for someone worthy, he came to a remote village. Although quite surly, he found a young man whose name was Piper that played so well that no one could be his equal. Despite his great talent, he hated to draw attention, but regardless, Mayor continued to mention,
You there, beta male. I have a proposal for you. If you play at a competition for me, there is great wealth to be had for you and me too.
But I don't want the attention, for I'm a simple man. I like my privacy, and for that, I can't stand.
Ah, I need you to make it look as if it's me. All I want is the fame. The money means nothing to me.
With a promise of great wealth, he agreed. So the day of the contest arrived, and the fair maiden was in the front row for all to see. The performance was full of beautiful music, with musicians playing with skill, to the maiden's great delight and thrill.
Oh, how my heart is all aflutter to the beauty of such music I cannot utter.
After the contest was over, it was no doubt who the winner was of this bout. Mayor was granted great wealth and admiration, but after seeing the wealth, he thought in his heart,
I have the admiration of my lady and the treasure at hand. I can't let this go to a boy with no plan.
So Mayor refused to give the promised price and sent the piper away in great hurry, though causing great fury. Weeks wore on, and the maiden would visit and ask him and say,
Play me a tune that I love so much.
I'll fulfill your request, my lady. But first I'll have to be prepared and be ready.
Thus was his excuse every time she was near. Wanting to please her and make her more than friends, he took her to the festival, so her heart he could defend. But on their way they heard a great commotion of people, saying there was a man with a sound of no equal. To Mayor's dismay, who could it be but Piper playing for all to see? The maiden's heart leaped as she said undeterred,
For this is the greatest sound I have ever heard.
In anger, Mayor proudly declared,
I can do it better. This cat should beware.
He charged forward, yelling and screaming, saying,
Stop that fool sound. I find it demeaning.
At once Piper did declare, Then play against me and see what is fair. Unable to compete, he conceded defeat. Going off in shame, no eyes he could meet. In the end, he was alone, with no one else to blame. As for Piper, the maiden's heart he led away. Thank you all so much for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed this presentation of the Pied Piper Neckbeard edition. I'm going to do as much as I can next week, but my wife is having surgery. She's having a hysterectomy, so I'm going to be very busy. But I'm going to do what I can, and hopefully I'll be able to at least get one video out next week, but we'll have to see. I want to give a special thanks to my patrons. If you want to become a patron, just follow the links below. Thank you all again. And until next time, this is Dallas, signing off.